theater is telling you stories about life. And how do you take what you're learning and apply that so that it helps you learn and grow? I mean, it was always a learning tool. Theater, like the time of the Greeks and Shakespeare, and you went and you learned and you understood things. It helps you, apply these experiences. Maybe you see how somebody faced challenges in life and how they got through it. Maybe it inspires you and helps you and because I think art does inspire. I think art also, it feeds your soul, it feeds your spirit, and it keeps you going. Hi, I'm Karen Desai, Artistic Director and Producer of International City Theater, celebrating our 36th year. And if you'd like to learn more about our season, please watch this video. Our upcoming season, it's our 36th year. It's a season of family, friends, fun, and food. So we're going to open with Art by Yasmina Reza. I've been trying to get this play for several years, trying to get the rights to produce it, and I finally get it. And I wish we were doing it on stage, but it will be a virtual production opening our season. And I directed one of her plays back in 2012. We did God of Carnage, which was a huge hit for us. And Art's really an important play about art. What is art? What value? And friendship. And how they, interplay. And what do you do when a friend of yours buys a huge white painting, and spends a lot of money on it? So it tests their friendship. But it really, they always say beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but what is art to, it can be different for everyone. So it's just a really intelligent comedy about that. I hope that gives people food for thought, speaking of our theme for the season. And that's what I hope they get from it. Then we're going to have another comedy, Slow Food, which we moved from last season because we couldn't produce it. And it's a fun comedy about a middle-aged couple who are celebrating their anniversary in Palm Springs, and they arrive late. They find a restaurant that hasn't closed yet, and a kitchen that's still open, and then they have the slowest waiter in the world. And during the course of the evening, trying to get service, just life and their journey and their relationship gets questioned. And they're empty nesters now, and so all those issues and questions come up, but also just the fun idea of being hungry and a waiter that talks more than serves. So it's for those patrons who have gone, are in that place for middle age or older. I mean, they can relate to the journey, and younger people will have a chance to view what's coming. And then the third show for our 2021 season is The Legend of Georgia McBride. And this is a really interesting, fun play. You can see we have a little emphasis on fun right now because we're hopefully getting through this pandemic. And so we'll have a chance to enjoy some ideas together. Georgia McBride, it's a young man who's an Elvis impersonator, and that's how he earns his living. And then this bar where he performs, they decide to cancel that and do a drag show. And so he goes home and he's lost his job, and finds out his wife is pregnant, and he's got major responsibilities now to deal with, and so then he decides to learn to be a drag queen and participate. And so that whole journey for him and appreciating what that is a really fun story and touching as well. Then the fourth show of the season is another play that we moved from last season, 2020 to 2021, because we couldn't produce it. And it's a wonderful story, Closely Related Keys by Wendy Graff. And Wendy's a local writer and well thought of writer too, very accomplished. And this play won the best world premiere from Stage Scene LA when it was produced back in, I think it was 2013. It's a young African American female attorney in New York who's working in this firm and doing well, moving up, and and then she finds out that she has a half sister from Iran who wants to come and live with her to study music at Juilliard. So, is there more to her story? So I'll leave it at that and let you keep guessing. And then we're going to end the season with Blues in the Night and great music from, Ella Fitzgerald to Duke Ellington. And it was put together and first directed by Sheldon Epps, who used to run the Pasadena Playhouse. And Ren Brown is going to be directing this. And he did a hit show for us that closed our 2019 season with Lady Day. It's women and one man in the story, but women, their journey, their trials and tribulations of romance and living, and wonderful music that, and it's mostly music that takes you on that journey. So fun things, some thought-provoking things to take you through this year, Let me talk a bit about the importance of a subscriber to the theater, not only for the theater, but for the subscriber themselves. Because when you subscribe to a theater for their whole season, of course, you're supporting the theater and you're getting a very good price for that as well. So you're saving money, and you're also, most important, especially the kind of work that International City Theater does. Sometimes you've never heard of the play, you've never heard of the writer, you don't know what you're going to see. But if you've come to a theater company where you trust what they're going to do is going to be quality work, and some you'll like more than others, just like a painting, you like this painting more than another in the art museum. But you're opening yourself to new ideas and new experiences, and that's how we grow. And then also that shared journey that you're taking with other people in the audience, where that energy between the actor and the audience, because that's really the basics of theater, is the actor and the audience, that feeds and makes a more enjoyable experience, because we laugh together, we cry together, and then we learn and we grow together. And that's why subscribing to a theater is really important for individuals in your continued growth and education, for all of us, and also for a theater company, because they have a base of support that's going to allow us to take risks and bring in new works or new experiences or relevant plays that we think are important to our growth and our dialogue and for our society. We hope people will subscribe and help us continue to grow. Why should the community, the Southern California community, attend International City Theater season? Because I hope you'll see that it's fun, and it's educational. And those are really important things to me. Personally, I really strongly believe in education. I've taught college for 25 plus years. And it's really gives you a sense of community when you're at the theater and you're sharing an experience like this with others. And we can't do it without an audience. So we certainly want to grow beyond what we're doing now. And that only happens with growing support. And so we hope that people will value and appreciate the kind of work we're doing, and promise you it'll always be quality work. And it's an important investment in the community, in what we do, and in this art form. I am Karen Desai, the Artistic Director, Producer of International City Theater. And if you'd like more information or to find out about our season of family, friends, fun, and food, or any of the productions, or any of our education programs, please go to our website at www.ictlongbeach.org. Thank you.